Hey, it's Dragon Feather, and I'm here to do a video on atmospheric magic. And atmospheric magic is working with the weather or the atmosphere, hence atmospheric magic. Ew, sorry. I had to do that. Anyway, a lot of people tend to have their first spell that worked or was manifested ended up being an atmospheric magic spell. Like casting a spell for more rain, casting a spell for warmer weather, casting a spell for like not having an earthquake happen or something like that. But there are other elements besides the 5 main ones that are involved in atmospheric magic. There are like storms, which include that like lightning or thunder, electricity if you will. I tend to call that, I call that one like electricity. I think that's like a sub element, just like metal is a sub element. But they all like go back to the same main 4 elements. And a game that I would highly recommend for you guys to get because it's fun and it like teaches you different things that have been made out of different elements is Pocket God. No. What's it called? God. It's called Doodle God, not Pocket God. You torture things in Pocket God. Doodle God's the fun one. Anyway, what am I talking about? But working with atmospheric magic can be very powerful, can be very mellow. It's very bipolar, if you will, and very unpredictable if you don't know what you're doing. So, there you go. You can work with atmospheric magic for a change in the weather. For, let's just say you have a ritual planned for, you know, like Mabon, like in the fall where it could rain, or like Ostara, like in, you know, kind of early spring. And what you like cast a spell so it won't rain on that day, so you'll be able to work outside. You know what I mean? You can use it to, with atmospheric weather, you can cast spells in the rain. I think this is a very interesting idea, and living in California, I do not get a very big opportunity to work in the rain. So I would love to live in Oregon when I'm older, and if I ever have the opportunity, I will definitely cast a spell in the rain. Now, certain things that you should do when you're casting a spell in the rain is, the way I would do it, like just a simple one, would be to not have a fire, obviously, because that's going to go out. To not have any paper or parchment, because that's going to get wet. No crystals that can be soiled by water. Like if you're, well, obviously don't have incense burning unless you feel like it's okay. Like if it's pouring, don't use it. If it's like drizzling, I guess incense is okay. But I wouldn't use a wand if it's made out of wood because the water will get in the wood and it will rot. I would recommend a crystal wand that is okay to get wet, or just fingers in Magic in the Rain. So, and what I would do is basically do a ritual collecting water and drinking it, casting a spell over the just collected water and then drinking it. And that can take a while depending on how hard the rain is. If the rain's going pretty good, the spell might not take that long, or the process might not take that long. But if you're working in like a drizzle, it's gonna take a while. So make sure you have time and make sure you know how much it's going to rain. But it's just one of the many types of magic, and I would say it'd be under elemental magic. It's a subtopic of magic under elemental magic. And I've never actually tried atmospheric magic, but I'm going to, for Ostara. I'm highly pondering the fact if I should, do a ritual for Ostara this year. Even though I said I was gonna wait until I was 18, I might have the opportunity to be alone on a certain point on Ostara and go out to, a certain spot in my neighborhood and cast a spell, do a ritual, which is looking pretty good. So I kind of might do that, and if I do, I'll tell you guys about it. But any questions regarding, oh, one more thing. When you're working with atmospheric magic, do me a favor and do yourself a favor and do the world a favor. Is don't try and draw lightning to you for power or whatever, because if it's like thunder and lightning outside, don't do that. Just don't do that. And if you have common sense, you'd know why. You don't want to not word it right instead of just drawing the energy from the lightning and actually drawing the lightning to you and you getting zapped and being a poor little pile of ash with eyes like they are in the cartoon. That would be horrible. So that's just a warning. Don't hurt yourself. Please. If it's hailing outside, like chunks of hail like this big, don't go outside. It's gonna hurt. You can collect some and keep it in the freezer, but like don't go outside and be like, ooh, hail the size of freaking erasers or mouse balls. Like, ugh. And by mouse balls, I don't mean the animals' balls. I mean like computer mouses where you turn it and you pull it out. They're like this big. That was kind of not don't laugh. Well, whatever. But yeah, that's what atmospheric magic is. And what you can use it for. I've already went over that. Like, just don't make it rain so I can do my ritual, or please make it rain because if the earth needs, if it's in a drought, do atmospheric spell asking for rain to water the ground because the ground is thirsty and you don't want it to be thirsty. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Sorry, I kind of got off topic. It's been a while since I've made videos, which made me sad. Stupid school. Been catching up with all my homework from being sick. But anyway, I hope this helped. Any questions regarding the topic, let me know and I will help you. And until next time, blessed be and bye.